Okay, hello everybody. Me and my friend Nathan here are to describe to you his creation of this new board game, which is called Project X Plutotype. We hope that you enjoy it. Basically, this is a brief introduction of how the game works. Later on, we'll give you a more step-by-step, in-depth guide on actually how you play it. So hopefully this will capture your curiosity. As I said, it is his brainchild, and I hope you like it. Okay, so this game comes with 4 pieces of board. Firstly, we have the main board, as you can see here, and then we also have a supply board, and then we also have each person's station board. And then, okay, so basically the crux of this game is to get as much points as possible, and by each planet which you decide to explore. And which planet you explore is, as you can see here, there are different types. So we've got Earth 2416, Diamond X, and Fulanolix. Basically, there will also come in more planets, but just to show you, we chose these 3 examples. So let's say, for example, now we pick Earth 2416, and we put it on the planet slot here, and we also have an event. 2 events card, stage 1 and 2. Stage 1 is here, and stage 2 is here. And what is stage 1 and 2? I will show you later on. And then, so each person will start with 3 workers as dictated from this board here. So let me get another purple one. So 3, and each player will start on 15 points respectively. Okay, and as I just said, the crux of this game is to get as much points as possible, and you can do that in 2 ways. One, to complete a stage to complete as many buildings in one stage as possible in stage 1 and 2, or you can do it via quest mode. And what is stage 1? And I will tell you now. So stage 1 is the most outer ring on this board. If I show you here, sorry, it's a little bit slow. I'm trying to make it as neat as possible for you guys. So here, 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 and here. Okay, basically, in order to get as much points as possible, you have to build as much as possible. For example, either a building, a satellite, or a arsenal. And the more you build, the more points you get at the end of stage 1 when we count everything. And stage 2 is literally. So if I move this out here, stage 2 is the inner ring, which is here. Let me get more. Stage 2 is here. Okay. And basically, as I said, the players who have built the most will get the more points. So the crux of the game again is to build as much as possible. Okay. So as you can see here, each building type will have its own unique building infrastructure. So we have an arsenal here, a satellite, and a building, and each of them will have its own function. But for the purpose of this video, I won't tell you what they are. It will come later on in the in-depth step-by-step guide and when you actually play this game. Okay, so if I just could give you a quick run through on how you actually start building, and then you get more of a sense on actually how you play this game. Okay, so when we build, you can see from the planet card that we have now, when you build, you need to each specific item, you need specific gems, or what we call resources. So for a house, you know we need 3 yellows, one white. For satellite, you need 3 whites, 1 blue. For the arsenal, we need 3 blues and 1 yellow. So the question you'll now probably think, okay, well, how do I accumulate these resources? And that's what I tell you now. Okay, so in each round, a person, as you can see, will have 3 workers. And you can see on this board, on the outer rim, you have For example, minefield, food field, magma, oxygen, litter, refine, get quest, submit quest, market, and build. So in order for you to get as much resources as possible in order to build, you need to collect as much mine, food, magma, oxygen, litter that you think is possible. Also you have to be, you need to have a strategy behind this. You can't, you don't want to collect as much resources as possible and neglect doing other things as well. So if I show you how we collect. So if you place one worker on the minefield, then if you look at the card here on the planet, the Earth card, you can see that you can pick up free mines. So from the bank, you will collect free mines. Okay, and Nathan here, he's just basically plotting here. For the sake of easiness, we have transferred the information from the Earth card onto this board, so you can see here on what gems you get accordingly. So if I now pick up 3 mines from the bank, 3, can't count, put them in my inventory here, and so now you can see I have 3 mines in my inventory. So if I go again, if I put, let's say, a worker on the magma field, red, so that means I also get 3 reds in here. So I put 3 reds. So you can see 3 reds, and then if I put 1 more oxygen, as you can see here, I get 3 oxygen. So 3 whites. Okay, so 3 whites. Okay. So here's now the interesting part. Let's say each round, in every round, each player can have 3 workers allocated to any of the section of the board. So as you can see here, I've done my 3 workers, so I have to take them off for the next player. Just to fast things forward. Okay, so now it's my move again. So let's say if I put a worker onto the build, one sec. Okay. Onto the build function. So you'll think, okay, look, so I can now start building the items on the board. So let's say if I want to put a build item on here, okay, and in order to build, on each of the planet cards, you will see there is a spec on what you are required. So you need 3 yellows and 1 white. But as you can see, from my board, I actually have no resources in order for me to build. And why is that? Previously, we have collected those resources in our inventory bag here. Okay, so we have, just drop one. So we have 3, we have whites, some whites, reds, and yellow and reds. The question you will ask, well, so why can't I use these resources in my inventory bag to build? Well, this is where the strategy comes in, that you must refine. And what refine means that the resources you have picked up, you have then refined them and allocated them onto your station accordingly. As you can see here, I have nothing. So that means I can't build. And so that means I can't build, even if I put a build it, because I have no resources. So what I should do first is to put a man on my refinery. And then once my man is on the refinery, then you can start taking or allocating stuff to your station. So how do we refine? Okay, so as you can see, in my refining bag, I have whites, reds, and blues. How much are you going to put in here?
5.
Okay.
Because you start off with 5.
Okay.
The refine level is on 5.
Oh, sorry. Just to rewind, I forgot to tell you. Every player will start off with 5 refiner, and what that means is that you can take any 5 resources from your inventory bag and place them onto your board respectively. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see here, I have 2 reds, 1 blue, and 2 whites. So I put these back into my inventory bag. So let's say, okay, let's say for example, I want to build. Let's say if I want to build a house again. And as you can see, I need 3 yellows and 1 white. And as you can see here, I don't have enough yellows. So what you must do is to have a tactic behind this, that, okay, look, maybe I shouldn't build again. I should put more on the minefield, on the food field to collect more of the yellows. So I put one worker on the field, and then I can pick up, as you can see on the board here, I can pick up 3 yellows. So pick up 3. So I now have 3, and then put them in my inventory bag. So that means next time, when I've collected enough resources for me to build either a building, a satellite, or an arsenal, then I can do that action quite smoothly. Until then, I can't do that. So as you can see now, how we can collect the resources in order for us to build. And once you build enough, let's say for stage 1 to be completed, which is this outer rim as we just said, and this outer rim, and then you would get the points add up according to this board respectively. Another way to get points is also you can do the quest mode. So what is the quest mode? So let's say if I put a worker onto the get quest, and then this is where the quest card comes in. So the quest cards, as you can see, is here. So if I put the quest cards here, and then we take one, as you can see here, you can have a blue and a yellow. So, and in here we have 2 slots, incomplete or finished quests, and we always put the incomplete or put the quests which are incomplete facing down, just for our to prevent other players from seeing what we're doing. And how do we get points from this? Is you need to make sure you can get enough of these resources in order to complete the quest. So that's another way of getting more points. So this is essentially way how you get more points and in order to complete the stages. So after stage 1 is complete, then you go on to stage 2, as I just told you then. So you complete stage 2 respectively, and then that's it. And one game is about 10 rounds. So once you have done that 10 times, then the player with the most points will win. As you can see here, you can move up to the point system per stage to add up the total number of points. So in essence, this is what the game is. I hope you enjoyed my brief introduction. Later on, we'll give you a more step-by-step guide to actually how to play the game, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Okay.